Here are solutions to perfect problem 5 for Math 65. What we were asked to do here, factor these two polynomials by grouping. And what I wanted you to notice is that they're the same polynomials, right? In this one I just wrote this term before this term, and this one I reversed the order of those two terms. But it turns out that if you factor them both by grouping, you'll get the exact same answer. So over here, what we do is we kind of focus on these two terms as one group and these two terms as the other group. So the greatest common factor between these guys, well, between 8 and 10, it's 2. So we can take out a 2, but they both have x squared in them also. So actually we'll pull out 2x squared. And if you pull out 2x squared from this guy, what you're left with is 4x. And if you pull out 2x squared from this guy, you're left with just 5. Then over here in this group, let's see, they both have a 3 in common. So pull out a 3 from 12x and you have 4x left. And a 3 from negative 15, you have negative 5. And now if you view this as two terms, here's one, here's the other, they both have this 4x minus 5 in common. So we can pull out this 4x minus 5. And what we're left with is 2x squared over here and 3 over here. So maybe I'll put some equal signs in, and here is this polynomial factored. We'll do that exact same thing over here. Maybe I'll change colors. Now the first group is this guy, and the second group is this guy. So from this first group, I can factor out, what, 4x, I think is the greatest common factor, which leaves me with 2x squared over here and 3 over here. And over here, I will factor out a negative 5, so that what I am left with is 2x squared plus 3. Thinking that in this next step, I want to factor out a 2x squared plus 3 from both of them. And what I'm left with is this 4x minus 5. And if you look at what we got in red, it's the exact same as what we have in blue over here, just written in a different order. This times this is the same as this times this. So that's the end of part 1. Part 2 here, this was an extra credit one. I thought it was pretty hard. We're given 6 terms in our polynomial, and we want to factor by grouping, but think about it as, well, maybe I'll write it down here, 4x to the 5th plus 2x to the 4th minus 6x cubed is one of the groups, and the other group is negative 8x squared minus 4x plus 12. So let's see, from this first group I want to find the greatest common factor of these guys. They're all even, so they have a 2 in them. And it looks like they all got an x cubed also. So I'll write 2x cubed times, let's see, this will have a 2x squared left if I pull out a 2x cubed. This will have just an x left, and this will have a minus 3 left. Alright, and over here I want to pull out something so that I end up with exactly this. What I want to pull out is negative 4. If you pull out a negative 4, what you're left with is 2x squared plus x minus 3. And now, sure, change colors again. I look at this as two terms, and they both have this 2x squared plus x minus 3 in them. And if I pull that out from both of them, what I'm left with is this. 2x cubed over here and negative 4 over here. So it turns out that this times this is equal to all of this, which you can check if you want, but I'm a little too lazy, so I think I'll stop right here and say that's the end of the perfect problem.